we're a lot of high-level dudes that love to play. And so just be great at what you're great at.
The on-ball defensive effort seemed to be a lot higher today. How would you guys evaluate your defensive progress since this summer?
Yeah, so we're definitely getting better at that because we're focusing in practices. We're trying to defend our best in practices, and that's converting to the games.
Is that all for players? Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
this team. Tonight it was Trey. It was Ben. Those guys got going. Thought we had a chance to put it up over 20 in the first half with some free throws, but again, we weren't quite as sharp as we needed to be. I thought Merez was excellent in his minutes, 8 rebounds. And then I thought, KJ was just spectacular, 13 assists. And we got nice production from Will, and it was just a solid night, and pleased with the outcome. We got some things we got to still clean up, but wish Brian and his group the best, because they're gonna have a good year.
You mentioned KJ, almost a triple double on just 3 shots. I mean, what does he do? How does he control the game so well?
Yeah, he's mature. He's smart. He's plays to win. He doesn't play for a stat line. He just provides what the game gives him. I think he had a game in the and I'm going to go back to when he was with Lithuania this summer. I think that he was maybe 17 assists, and the next night he has 37, and it just is a matter of what the game needs. He's got a maturity about him with that. The beauty of what KJ does is he delivers at the right time, where guys can really just kind of catch it and shoot it. There's very little wasted motion. He puts it in the pocket. He delivers it where, Tommy could go up and dunk it, or Tommy could, catch it and shoot it, or, whoever it was. And those are the things that elite point guards do. And he's doing that. And, you see, 33 minutes, probably more than I would have hoped to play him a little bit, but, plus 24 tonight. And, he's making it go, and he's not forcing anything.
Coach, are you happy with how the defense has progressed over these first 2 games? Seems like you've taken some steps and held them to 30% shooting. So.
Yeah. I thought that, they had 2 guys that took 34 shots at Indiana, and, the Taylor kid's as a high volume guy. I thought Kylan did a really good job early of taking him out. I thought Trey White then did an excellent job of switching over. Their front court guys aren't real low post scorers, so it allowed us to help and do some things. But we're making progress. I was disappointed tonight in our defensive rebounding, and I was a little disappointed in our ability to track down a few loose balls. And then we fumbled, 5, 6 balls that I thought were in our hands on rebounds, and we just kind of, we didn't secure them. But we are making progress.
Kylan, Dre, and Carey shot 0 for 12 combined from 3, but you guys still shot 40% on the night. Can you talk about the flexibility on this roster and having so many scorers?
Yeah, it's what I opened with. It doesn't matter. It'll be their night next night. It's
you on better shots. Where did that sort of evolve from?
That's Zach and Tyler and Patrick Biddle. All three of those guys came up with something that they either stole it from somebody in the NBA or they've created it. But it's the scoring system we play. We don't play threes and twos when we play. It's all the shot selection game when we scrimmage and practice. And again, it's just to bring awareness that there's no value in contested twos outside the paint, and there's value on layups, dunks, and threes. And so our guys are starting to pay attention to that, and it's something that we'll see as we keep ramping up here what that looks like.
Coach.
Really high assist rate tonight. A lot of that's KJ, obviously, but and not to harp too much on last year, but how does having multiple ball handlers change things for you as far as the offensive approach?
Yeah, it's just about the opposite of what we did last year. Last year we were booty ball, 14 dribbles and let Marcus shoot a layup or kick it out for a three and drive a closeout. And, that usually meant Terrence getting fouled or making a three. And so it's different. We've kind of tried to reinvent ourselves a little bit with that, but you've got Draven, you've got Kylan, you've got KJ, you've got Will, you've got Trey. All those guys are really good off the deck and they can really pass it. So, we're not, we're trying to spread it out a little bit, but I like those assist totals.
Coach, you guys were able to hold a high level guard and Rayshon Taylor just 14 points on 15 attempts. How are you guys able to contain him?
Yeah, it was a concentrated effort. I thought Colin did a really good job early, and making his attempts hard. We've talked a lot about not getting screened. They do a tremendous amount of screening for him. They get to a lot of open side pick and rolls with him. Kylan in the second half made one mistake. He fought his tail off kid probably took 7 or 8 dribbles, and then he relaxed and went under a ball screen. The kid jumped up and hit a three. I thought for the most part our intent was really solid in that area, and we were pretty dialed in with multiple guys doing it.
Just to go back to shot selection, it feels like Will's maybe the only guy you're letting shoot mid-range jumpers. Is there something behind that? Does he just hit more of them?
Yeah, he's good at them. It's what he does at a really, really high clip. And it's a strength of his.
Brad, Ben is 7 of 14 from 3 to start this year. Just how does he fit with all these playmakers, scorers you have? What is his impact on your offense?
Yeah, I need to get him more. He's a guy that I always call him gravity guys. He's going to pull defenders, which is going to open the court up. He's a versatile guy because he can really play 3, 4, 5. And I think there'll be some times you'll see him play some small ball 5 based on matchups just to free him, just to get some clean looks. But he can shoot off the move, which I really, really like. I mean, we ran a pin down for him. He can jump up and shoot it. But as he's running into things, he's a terrific shooter. He's got great range. That creates space. So I wouldn't be, I'm hopeful he can continue to be, a 40% plus 3-point shooter, and we just got to get him more shots.
You guys have Little Rock coming in here later. You played Eastern Illinois earlier, SIUE today, all out of the OVC. What do you see out of that conference, and in particular SIUE? Yeah,
and it was kind of by coincidence that it happened that way. But I think Little Rock lost to Moorhead in the finals, Derek, if I'm not mistaken. I think in the conference tournament. It's been a good league for a long time, and just the coincidence we've played Eastern for 3 straight years, and excited to play at in-state school in SIUE. I've gotten to know Brian, have a tremendous amount of respect for the job he's doing. They've got a nice team. I got to think right there, they'll be right there. And obviously Little Rock's got a ton back. So there'll be a different challenge. And we saw Moorhead last year in the tournament who gave us everything we wanted. So it's a really, really good, low to mid-level league, and a lot of really good coaches.
You talked about Ben being a small ball 5. You went to that smaller lineup at the end with Riley and Ben being the bigs. What did you see from that, and how much more of that are we going to see down the stretch?
Be matchup based, and again, that was something we have spent very little time working on 5-way switching. We've done it only with Merez, so we put Merez in there to do that, and get that on film, get that out there that we do it. And to work on it. So, lineup based, depending on what teams do and mismatches.
Just 5 turnovers tonight. Just what have you maybe thought about ball security through the first week?
It's been better than it was in the exhibitions. I think that you're not successful if you turn the ball over. It was a jailbreak at Ole Miss, and in that one we just gave them live ball turnovers and threw it to them and kicked it out of bounds, and I thought we played less chaotic in these first 2 games than we did maybe even in our exhibitions. A little more balanced structure, getting the pieces set and playing in a rhythm, and that's been coaching, practice, discipline. Other than the first 2 minutes tonight of the second half, I thought we've been pretty good. Thank you.